just about ready to start with our round 3. And just as a continuation of our land acknowledgement, just want to suggest that we also recognize and honor the historic relationship of the Indigenous peoples to this land. And I will repeat that we bring our minds together as one and give thanks for the people gathered here, that everyone is at peace where we live on earth, and now our minds are one.
Hello, Belleville entrepreneurs. I'm so happy to be here during Small Business Week to celebrate with you with this fantastic interactive event called Not a Trade Show Business Expo. Try saying that 10 times fast. Small Business Week is a time to celebrate the creativity, the passion, the drive and dedication of our city's entrepreneurs, who I believe, and I am one of you, is the heart of our community's business sector. Local entrepreneurs and small businesses not only support our economy by creating jobs, by investing in local services and contractors and vendors, but they also enhance our quality of life with the products and services that they have to offer and which we're going to hear about today. So today's interactive event is hosted by Belleville Chamber of Commerce, and it is a great, fantastic opportunity for us to connect with like-minded people who share the drive and passion for success. I know as an entrepreneur that journey of entrepreneurship is a tough one with many challenges and can also be very isolating, but it's coming to these events that really help to support you through that journey and encourage you to continue going forward. What better way for us to connect than to do a pitch? One of those key skills in being an entrepreneur. So I am so looking forward today. Thank you to Belleville Chambers for putting this on. So looking forward to connecting you, and let the games begin.
Hello everybody, thank you Jill, and thanks to the Chamber for hosting this event and giving us a bit of a platform as businesses to come up and tell our story. It's a lot of fun to stand up here and do this, for me anyways. And 25 years ago, I wasn't here. The more likely situation I would be in a crawl space, dark, there's probably maybe sewage on the floor, and we're bent way down and I'm holding a flashlight, trying to hold it the right way for Dad, and clearly, you know, there is no right way to hold a flashlight when you're 12 years old down in a crawl space. So, I'm Jeff with A1 Plumbing Pumps and Water Treatment, and along with my brother, we own and operate that business. And right now, as I stand here talking to you, we have over 14 service trucks on the road in the Quinte area, working for homeowners. And that's really what our business is optimized to do, is those maybe small jobs that seem quite a big deal to a homeowner. That's unplugging drains, that's changing a kitchen faucet, that's fixing a leak, fixing a water heater. This is what we do every day. Excuse me. So, I think the biggest item that we offer to customers, in addition to that kind of list of services, is that we just provide and sell peace of mind, and we offer you your time back. Obviously, that plumbing is a big disruption in your day and in your life, and you need to resume what is normal life for you. So we try to respond really quickly and professionally and deal with that issue for you. So, it sounds kind of traumatizing holding the flashlight for Dad. I think it was traumatizing for me anyways. So why am I here today running a plumbing business and talking to you is because when we crawl out of the crawl space and then we get to talk to the customer and see the relief in their face and see, oh my God, like you fix this and like you're the hero, right? And Dad was the hero, and that's what motivated me, and I wanted to be that hero for that customer. So the work is tough, but it's really rewarding. And right now where we've grown our business is that we have a lot of those plumbing heroes out on the road answering those calls for homeowners in the Quinte area. What makes us unique is that in addition to having plumbers on staff, we're also a licensed well contractor with the Ministry of Environment, so we can work on pumps and wells. We have in-house water treatment specialists, which allow us to address all those water quality issues that we do have in the Bay of Quinte, so sulfur, hardness, salt, iron, that kind of thing. And we have in-house licensed septic installers and technicians on our team. So we're a great choice for those rural property owners that we can handle that whole rural property envelope from the well throughout the home plumbing to the septic. A lot of plumbing that we deal with is buried, so we have our own excavation team in-house that we can deal with those when it requires digging to replace that. So it makes us a great choice, and what we try to do is just handle everything for the customer so that, again, they can get their day back. So what we kind of say is our slogan is, when you call A1, consider it done. So if you know anybody or you need any plumbing, certainly reach out, and we're happy to do that. Thank you.
Good morning. Thank you everyone for being here today. My name is Mark Wilson, and I'm the face of Mark Wilson Desjardins Insurance. It's an honor to be here with you today and have the opportunity to speak about a few things that are very important to me, namely family, the importance of ensuring their protection, and the ways that I believe my agency could assist you with these indispensable and profound considerations. The Wilson family has existed quite prevalently in the insurance industry for many, many years. My grandfather began the legacy, and it's descended through time. Ronald Wilson grew up on a small farm about 40 minutes east of here in 1959 at the age of 28. He was given an opportunity as a State Farm insurance agency, to open an insurance agency. My father followed in 1980, and like my grandfather, he too excelled in management. Witnessing their dedication to the insurance industry and their commitment to their clients inspired me to contribute down the same path. I opened my agency in 2012 at the age of 25, just like my grandfather. Both of my sisters are in the industry as well. Through these details, I'm sure you can see just how much insurance and family mean to the Wilsons. They go hand in hand. It can be difficult to envision the requirements and compassion necessary to operate an insurance agency, especially one that holds family values to such a high standard. When I was a child, my father received a distressing phone call from a client whose family home had burnt down on Christmas Day, which also happens to be my birthday. I had always been used to sharing my birthday with Christmas, but this time was a little different. Dad immediately gathered what the family needed, including a few gifts from under our tree for their children. He raced to their location and did everything he was able to make their day a little more normal. I must admit that it was a tad hard for me as an 8-year-old on his birthday and Christmas to understand the seriousness of the situation and to be able to properly share my father. But once he returned and regaled the stories he exchanged with the family and the way our contributions made a difference, my spark for the industry started to grow. The many stories I would hear over the years from both my father and grandfather has resonated with me in a way that would begin to drive my passion for the insurance industry. I began selling insurance at the age of 18 and have continued to do so with pride over the years. In 2017, my beautiful boy Ben was born, and life as I knew it had changed in the best way. A few years later, I met my wife, Kayla, and blended our families to include another adored child, Rowan. Just like my grandfather and father, my devotion to insurance and creating a successful enterprise was driven by my beautiful family and the desire to provide for them both in life and eventually in death. I've had the privilege of selling insurance, as I said, for 18 years, and like those who came before me, I've experienced many situations, both good and bad, which have helped. One of my greatest regrets was not being able to help a family of 3 whose father passed away suddenly from a heart attack. I spoke to him many times about buying life insurance, but unfortunately was never able to get through to him. This has driven my passion to make sure that I take the time to properly speak with all of my clients. Thank you for spending the time listening to me today, and please feel free to share your stories with me when we get to the mingle later.
Thank you for this opportunity. It's a pretty neat opportunity. I want you guys all just to take a minute and ask yourself what you think energy is. And instead of thinking of the physical energy of, is my battery on my phone charged, is the lights on in my house, I want you guys to think of the energy that's in your body. Rarely do we ever think about the cells, the tissues, the organs holding energy. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about how my experience being a registered nurse, a bioenergetic practitioner, and a natural health practitioner all combines together with the Reiki training to understand how energy is a huge part of our bodies and our beings every day. So I'm Janet Newbat. I own Renew Wellness, and it's a clinic up in Foxborough, and we have a few different practitioners up there. But I'm going to primarily just kind of tell you a little bit about what I do. It's balancing the energies in our body. So as today that you guys are networking with each other, you guys are exchanging energy. When you guys leave a big crowd or you leave a situation, often we feel exhausted, we feel tired, headaches, and sometimes that is extremely just the energy exchange of one person to another. So when we can understand a little bit about energy, we can understand how we need to balance that in our bodies. So a lot of times clients will come to me and have gut ache, irritable bowel syndrome, anxiety, hormone imbalances, and such like that. But really, the basis of it all is the fact that they are holding trauma. We heard about that today. They're holding different emotions, different things within their body that are creating an imbalance of energy in their bodies. So when we can understand that through many different ways that are not necessarily into our Western medicine, it's kind of going back into alternative medicine, which I like to take the two trainings and mix them together so that there's kind of an equal balance between the two worlds and try to kind of accommodate and rebalance that energy in the body. So anxiety, a lot of times you get the gut ache, you get the hormone imbalances, you're not sleeping, you feel exhausted, there's so much. And sometimes it's not even your energy that you're dealing with, it's energy from everywhere else that you're dealing with. So in using different techniques, we are able to just kind of look at the body as a whole, see what the root cause is, and work with even very basic natural things, such as something as simple as, are you drinking water? Are you taking a deep breath at the end of the day, or many times through the day? Are you rebalancing yourself? How does your sleep routine look like? Your bedtime routine look like going to sleep? Those kinds of things, which are not trivial, they're very basic, but it's something that we need to take the time. Our world is going faster and faster, and it's time just to take a step back and realize our wellness is within us, and it's nothing too crazy out of this world that we can't put back into balance, energetic balance. We have our doctors, our nurses, our hospitals, which are extremely important, but a lot of times as working in that environment, there's a lot of people falling through the cracks. So that's where I welcome you to look into the alternative therapy. Look into something that maybe is not really in your comfort zone, something a little beyond, and see the difference that it will make to you. Thank you.
Hi everybody, I'm Suzanne. I'm the General Manager at the Richmond Retirement Residence. It's so great to be here today, to be part of the Small Business Week and with the Chamber, and I love these kinds of events. I think it's such a great concept and a great idea to be able to come out, and take a little bit of time away from your work and present it to other folks, and it's probably just about putting that energy into the world, so that hope that there's some reciprocity for your business. That's my big word of the day, and all the rest is 2 syllables. So we did celebrate our 40th anniversary this year at the Richmond. So everybody knows the Richmond Retirement Residence. If you don't, we're the building in between Tim Hortons and McDonald's on North Front. So one of our shticks is, it doesn't matter which coffee you prefer, we're within walking distance to both. We actually have a resident who will get very upset with you if you bring in a Tim Hortons coffee. So I'm a tea drinker. We have to make sure he sees my tea bag strings every morning, so I'm allowed to go to Timmy's. To the point where we actually have one of the employees over at McDonald's delivers now to this one particular gentleman, which is awesome. But I think when I think about the Richmond, it's so much more than just a space for us to care for seniors. We really focus on community, connectivity, family. We have a really well-seasoned team. So in that 40 years, I have one team member in a couple of weeks who will be celebrating 35 years. I have at least a third of the team has been there for more than 10 years. That another sort of thing I say is, not even a global pandemic could scare them out of this particular field, and healthcare is it's a tough field. It's tough to go. So I think really when I think about the Richmond, I think about we have the advantage of being the size that we are. We have a lot of supports in place, so we can support wellness, recreation, dining, meals, housekeeping. All of those pieces are in place, but we're also small enough that you don't get lost in the cracks. You're not a number, you're a name, and I know the name of your dog. and I know the name of your daughter's dog when they come in, and so there's that connection that exists that I think is so important, because it's such a huge step to look at taking in that phase of your life. And if you can move to a place like the Richmond, where you have that support and connection with us and the people who are living with us, then it's less of a burden, and it becomes more of a benefit. So anybody have any questions, they can certainly come find me afterwards, and have a great day.
Hello, everybody, and thanks for being here today. My name is Sarah, and I'm excited to introduce you to your Creative Junction, a vibrant, welcoming space designed for people of all ages and all abilities to connect through the joy of creativity. Imagine a place where the air buzzes with inspiration, where everyone from children to seniors feel empowered to express themselves. At Your Creative Junction, we believe that creativity is a universal language. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned artist or if you're holding a paintbrush for the very first time. This is a space where everyone can explore their creative potential. Our vision is simple: to cultivate a community where creativity flourishes and connections are made. We offer a diverse range of activities, from painting to fiber arts to ceramics, to wood building and slime, and everything in between. DIY craft nights, ensuring that there is something for everyone. Our goal is to break down barriers and foster an inclusive environment that encourages collaboration, learning, and self-expression. Some of our key features include inclusive workshops. We host workshops tailored for all skill levels. Myself and our experienced instructors are not only passionate about our crafts, but also trained to adapt our teaching to meet the needs of anyone in the room and to make sure that no one feels left out. Our Makers Market, we host a small but mighty retail space where we host other local makers. And we take the opportunity to highlight their small businesses and support their businesses so that they can showcase the things that they create. We host a very large craft bar. Our space is designed to get messy. We stay on top of creative trends and have all of the supplies and equipment that you need so that you don't have to go and fill your basement with those supplies that you might never use again. We also create take-home kits so that recognizing that not everyone is able to come and take a class or participate in a workshop, so we create take-home kits that include all of the supplies and the instructions so that you can get creative at home or give a creative gift. Partnerships and collaborations, we actively collaborate with local schools, senior centers, and community organizations to bring creativity to those underserved groups. By fostering these connections, we can reach even more people and spark more creative journeys. We offer unique team building experiences, private parties, and events. Creativity has the power to heal, inspire, and unite. In a world that can sometimes feel divided, Your Creative Junction serves as a beacon of hope and connection. By engaging with art and creative expression, individuals can find a sense of purpose, improve their mental well-being, and build lasting relationships. I invite you to join us at Your Creative Junction, whether you're looking to explore a new hobby, meet new friends, or simply find a space to unwind. We welcome you with open arms. Let's create a community where creativity knows no bounds and everyone feels valued.